Hello and welcome back. Hope you're all well. Right, today I'm going to change the cord on this Briggs & Stratton classic engine, pull start cord, and just show you how I do it. Right, we're going to need for this a 3/8 spanner or socket and a quarter inch socket or spanner. Some of these are in imperial and some of these are metric. Normally the metric ones are sort of 10mm and I think it's about 7mm for the bolt for the dipstick. If you haven't got a small one, there's a 7mm or whatever it is what goes into the quarter, you can just pull the stick out on the dipstick holder out on the casing, but I've rather taken them off myself. And there's 3 bolts, one here on the opposite side and one there, and you just undo them, and there's a little bolt here which is a quarter of what does the dipstick. You just unbolt that, pull it away, and then you can just lift it off. Hope you can see that okay. Right, once you've undone the bolts, you should be able to just lift it off. Just try this up. Like so. You can see the thread, this one is snapped, I hope you can see it. Yeah, this one is snapped, so it's just down the thread. We'll have to pull all that out. And we'll start by cutting this one out. We sometimes put it through there, we'll have to untangle it I think. And just pull this one out. Right, what I need to point out at this moment, this is a broken cord, so there's no tension in the pulley, in the spring. If you want to see a video where we were just changing the cord, and that's under tension, I had one on a John Deere. I think it's a JX90, I'm not sure, but it's a John Deere one. So have a look at that, and it will tell you how to do it with it under pressure of the spring. But this one isn't. This one we're going to have to do from get our own pressure on the spring back again, you know, get the pressure back. And I'll show you that in a bit. Hopefully you can see that okay. This is the cord I normally use. It's a 3mm cord. Find that the 3mm is about the right size for the Briggs engines and most of the engines. Some people fit 4mm, but I find I catch the casing on rubber and they don't last so long. But yeah, this is the cord on. Like I say, it's 3mm, and when you cut the end, I can burn it or glue it. Just fold the end down. I prefer to glue it, but normally on site I just burn them. In this case, I'm going to use one I already had made up for a customer, and then something else happened, so we never got used. This one's black. It's just from a different manufacturer, so but it's brand new. And we've obviously got the old pull start off the other machine, so I've just chucked that on there because I can't remember I put the one for this. But what I've got to do is get the tension on the spring now, so that it all goes in. It's all. I mean, just because I'm shown you cutting it, I'm sure you can cut a bit of string. When you've got your rope cleared and all the rest of it, where your rope comes through, your cord comes through, well, it's there, I don't know how you can see it. You may find you need to make the hole bigger because they're sort of forced through when they're fitted in the factory, and obviously there's no way you can get that sort of pressure to put a bit of cord through there. So you might find you need to put a drill, line it up, put a drill down there, or just get a screwdriver and force a hole in the plastic. Make the hole a little bit bigger. Be careful because you can split the pulley itself. And we've got to get it. So I'm going to do that now because I can see this hole ain't big enough. And then we're going to get some tension on the pulley. Right, I didn't have to make this one bigger, so now we're going to try to get the tension on it. Try to do this and trip over the tripod at the same time. Right, let's get some. It's a bit caught up. I didn't have to draw this one, it's big enough for that bit of cord. So now we've got to get some tension on it. So switch slip 1, not sure if that's slip 2, 3, 4. The normal rule is about 7. I can go, so it feels like it's about, I'm going to get that last one, so bring it back round now until the hole is lined up with this. I don't know if we can see it, sun's on the viewfinder so I can't see, but it lines up with this bit of plastic. And then give it your rope. People clamp them and all this, and most of the time you can hold it with your finger. There's a little bit of plastic to help you. That's in the wrong place, I know. If you can see it going in. No, I missed it. Oh. Try to get a bit more organised. Right. Just make your finger ache after a while. Now what you can see. That's what we're trying to do. Just got to line it up. Trying to do it so you can see it still. Hopefully you can see it. No, I missed it. There's two on it. When I did this in the, there you go. You see it? The rope's through, and this is what you could do. This is where you could do with a clamp, because obviously you've got to tie it, and all you've got to do now is tie a knot in it. But you can let it go, because I've got the handle on the other end. I can let it go back and it'll wind in, then I'll pull it out and sort it as it's just jamming it up. Right. Doesn't matter because it's putting it in, and then you can shove it round. Right, so now we're going to try pulling that slack out of it where it's slid round. There's a lot of people say, oh, you can't do it that way. Now you notice it doesn't wind all the way in. We've got this much out. That doesn't matter because that'd be halfway up the handlebars. And obviously, if you didn't want it, if you didn't want the rope to come out, you wanted it to finish at the end, just have a short rope. Yeah, you wouldn't have a 2 metre, you'd have something like 1.5 metres. Sort of metre to 1.5 metres, whereas I wouldn't have got the handle, so that's why I got about 2 metres. And that's it, and then you just put it back together. Right, the casing's back on, so all I've got to do now is pull the emergency stop lever back in, or the brake lever back in, grab the cord, pull it up to where I want it, around the handle, and that all the way around. Go. And that's all ready to go. Hope that helped you. Like I say, if you've got one that's already under tension, otherwise you're just changing the cord. I've got a John Deere one on my channel. It's the same principle. It's just a matter of you to keep it clamped, so it's the same spring pressure, that's all. Very simple. Yeah, I hope that helped you. Hope it made sense and all the rest of it. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.